two, one. All right. Yeah, you like that? I just try to count it down and make it look special. Welcome, GPow. We're gonna let people come into the chat, into the stream. And yeah, you hear my daughter's my daughter's gymnastics app is going off. So I'm gonna lower that. That is the beautiful life of being a mom and trying to do everything at once. Welcome, GPow, comedian, Jersey Texan.
Texan, I guess now it's coming up on a year. It's crazy.
So, because this is live and when we wait for people to come in a little bit, but we can do multiple introductions. GPow is a comedian and he's from Jersey but moved to Austin. Reconnected with you when I was in Austin in April. You got on Kill Tony. You're killing it as a comic in Austin. Welcome. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for being on. I know I'm going to try not to interrupt my guests because I tend to do that as an Italian.
I miss it, honestly. There's no Italians really in Texas.
Are you Italian?
I am not. That's like one thing that I'm not is Italian.
That's the only thing. Okay, so you're from Jersey originally.
Yeah, so I guess I get like an Italian pass, I guess.
Yeah, of course you do.
Like you should see it. We still make red sauce down here. Oh, it's so good. Cutlets.
Wait, so they probably use I just talked about this before. They probably use ragu or some shit.
Yeah, a lot of people like jarred sauce, but my girlfriend and we still make it here at home.
Yes, that is what I'm talking about. All right, so you are from Jersey, but you moved down to Austin a year ago. Talk to us a little bit. And how long have you been doing stand-up? From Jersey, but you
November will be 2 years doing stand-up. So I started at mostly at the dojo, which I think that's where I probably first met you.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I started there just doing open mics, and then got on a few shows there, but I ended up taking on a lot more of my family members, so I needed to find a cheaper option than Jersey. I think we both know how expensive Jersey can be. So I figured Austin would probably be the place. I mean, booming comedy scene, and things are less expensive down here. So yeah, it's been a good move, I gotta say.
So I'm gonna, as you're talking, I'm gonna move my iron that's in the background. This is the true fucking stream right here. This is what's happening. Speaking of having family members. Yeah, it's expensive here, right outside New York City, and it's I mean, I can't move. I have my kid is here, and but I understand completely why people go down to Austin because it is considered really now the mecca for comedy. Would you say that's a yes? Would you agree with that?
I mean, I'm still of the ilk of New York and LA. I think they just have more I guess seated deep roots in comedy. But Austin's right up there too, for sure. I think just the pairing of it being such a live music capital, that people really will just go out and find live entertainment, whether it's stand-up or music, anything. And I think it's just the perfect storm down here. It really is.
Now, I want to say we have some chat. You can't see the chat, but I can. So are you open to taking questions and comments from the chat?
Yeah, I'm down.
We have Okie Growers, one of my moderators. He's in Oklahoma, and he said you look like the Timu Stavi.
Oh, okay. I'll take that. Hey, listen, he's a movie star now. He's in tires, so
he's huge. And I definitely think this is GPow's Instagram. We're putting it in the chat. It's okay. My chat is just so you know, my followers, we have a love-hate relationship. They love me, and then people will also come in and follow me just to troll me, which is, you know what, I'm happy. I'm supportive of everything. And Oki is saying it's a compliment. I take it as a compliment too, because he's doing some great stuff, Tavi. I think you're really funny. You've only been doing it for a short amount of time too, which I think is great. So talk to us about, you went down to Austin about a year ago. I want to start the Kill Tony journey just because I'm super invested in the show and getting on the show. And you got on the show a month ago, right? Or maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, it was the second week in May or third week in May I got on. The guest panel was Tom Segura and Cheryl Underwood, which
Oh yeah.
they were so good, honestly. Like Tom was very like genuine, and like Cheryl just gave such like thoughtful advice.
You were on one of my favorite episodes, by
So
the
like
way.
that was fun. I couldn't have asked for a better. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite episodes because I like both of them, but I also that coming off the roast, I thought what everything happened with the roast was cool. I loved Cheryl Underwood. So you were on it and you killed. So let's go back. So first of all, what episode number again was it?
770.
770. So watch episode. While we're talking, I'm gonna also put some of this in the description so you can watch his episode and go to his channel, and his Instagram is in the chat. So how many times before you got on did you try? You said it already, but say it one more time.
That one I think was like my 42nd sign up. Yeah. I mean, Steve Francois, who's another New Jersey guy, just got a ticket, and he's been signing up longer than I have. So like, shout out to Steve. He killed. He did awesome.
He did. So just for spoiler alert, if you haven't watched Kill Tony this week, with Jersey Comic, who's been down in Austin, got a golden ticket. There was like back-to-back golden ticket winners. He did fucking great. I watched that. He killed it. He kicked ass. And GPow's episode is 770. We're gonna put the link in the description. I'm gonna pull it up so you can watch the full episode after the live stream. But yeah, so it's a numbers game. When I was talking with you in April when I was up there and we were waiting in Shakespeare's and you were telling me how many times you signed up, I was like, wow, I hope he gets on because like you've been, we were talking about it and then you were on. I was like, yes, and you kicked ass. What was the preparation for you? What do you do? What would you do on a daily basis? Do you run your minute? Do you run your interview? Because the interview is a big part of it. It's like you have more opportunities to do material. What was your process for being prepared?
I mean, I've always been like a big analytics guy. Like I said, like you said, the numbers is the thing. So I try to break down sets that I found was like exceptional or that the panel had a really good reaction to. And I like watched certain people's sets over and over again and just tried to find like common denominators. And so I'm not really like a minute joke writer. Yeah. I'm more like long form, I feel like, connecting bits together. So I really had to find a way to like consolidate it and like almost like get the concentrate version of what I'm trying to get across. So, I mean, I've changed my minute probably 15 times. Just because I don't know. It's just like sometimes I feel it, sometimes I don't. But yeah, it's something that everything I said in the minute is like stuff that I do an iteration of like in joke form, like in shows. So it came out so naturally because I do it all the time.
Okay, so I love that you say this because I've been changing my minute. When I went to Madison Square Garden, I was like, I don't know if I should start. Like a couple weeks ago, I realized I shouldn't start with what I was going to start with when I get picked because I don't think it would get the laughs that I thought it would get. So I loved hearing that. I think studying and doing your homework, it was very clear based off of your minute and your interview that you were well prepared and you were ready to go and made the best of your stage time. And you got booked on The Secret Show?
Yeah, I did. Yep.
That's amazing. How is The Secret Show? Now, so what happens when you go off stage after they offer you that? Do you have to give somebody your avail? How does that work?
So there's like multiple people backstage. And one person like takes your picture with your book or whatever you get. And then because I was on The Secret Show, they took down my number and my Instagram, and I got a DM, I think Wednesday, with like a list of the lineup. So it was kind of like, it all became really real like Wednesday, right before The Secret Show on Thursday.
So cool. Amazing. And then, all right, so I was shaking just even being in Madison Square Garden, like in the vibe, even though I didn't know if I was going to get picked or not. And when we were at Shakespeare's in Austin, it's a little different because you're not watching the show. We're watching a past episode. We're watching the episode that's airing that night. So it's not like you're excited and nervous, but it's not the same energy. Did you ever try for Madison Square Garden or for one of the big arena shows?
Yeah, I did last August when I still lived in New Jersey. I did we only had one Madison Square Garden last year that I did, so
And you were able to watch it, right? I know everyone was telling me that it was like last year's seats were like behind the stage.
yeah, it was like kind of behind a curtain.
Yeah.
But you can see the jumbotron enough and hear everything, so you kind of got a good gauge of like what was going on in the show.
So this time we were like right on the side and we were able to see it, and it was cool. It was like we were booing a lot at some. Not, I mean, I'd say Saturday show there was a lot of rough sets, and it was getting like scary because I was like, oh, this is not good, because now the crowd is getting more orany or orany. I can't even say it. Is that the right word? You know, and they get, yeah. Anyway, this is.
I'll take your word for it.
They were getting more feistier as their people were bombing. So, what was your feeling like before you went on? Before you went on for Kill Tony, I mean, were you nervous? Were you? I can't even imagine what's going through your head.
Well, I mean, I was definitely a very unique circumstance. So Brian Oyola, who, yeah, I guess you remember. He couldn't make it down to the show down in Austin, and he actually sent me his ticket. And what people don't know is that I was actually an inside bucket pull when I got on the episode. So I got to see the trajectory of the episode and got to see people weren't doing so great. And then like there was just a constant improvement. There was like one comic did well, then one of the regulars went on, then another comic did well, and then I got up. So being able to see the transgression of the show was really beneficial, because I knew it's like, okay, I don't have to bring the energy from the bottom all the way up. I just need to like knock it up just a little bit and just like ride the energy. That's really it.
Great point. So Brian is somebody that, if you haven't heard my live streams, he was with the Jersey, all of us in the Jersey comics. Like we were all hanging out in between the bucket pull, in between waiting online and then going back to the show. And Brian is a Jersey City-based comic. He gave you the ticket for that. So, and now, what does an inside bucket pull mean? Just out of curiosity, is it any different?
Pretty much, I was just inside the showroom when my name got pulled. So when I signed up, I told them I have a ticket, and then they put like a little I next to your name, I guess, to indicate an inside bucket pull.
Yeah.
But it's really no different than getting pulled otherwise.
So cool. That's right. So you were in the show. Now, how were you more nervous, the same nervous as if you were in the room, even though this is the first time on? How did it feel? And because I've been rehearsing so much my 1 minute that I'm so afraid I would just be super nervous that I'd fuck it up, you know?
It's really like a mind game. I had to play a mind game with myself. Like, as much as I was glad in hindsight to have seen the progression of the show, in the moment you're just feeling all your nerves, because you know it's going to be like, not even I didn't even think about how many people were in the room, more just like how many people are watching on the live stream, like when it actually does come out. So I mean, I played the mind game, and I just like pretty much told myself, as soon as the curtains open, like, go to work. So like I was standing backstage staring at the back of the curtains. As soon as they opened up, I went out and I just stared right at the microphone, didn't look at anything else, and just did my minute. So, and
you did a really excellent job of doing the work. I think that's exactly it. I did a competition last week, and I was like, I'm so nervous, and I don't, and I kept telling myself what I want to win, but I also know, like, at the end of the day, I just wanted to do what I came to do, which is my set, right? So, I think you did an excellent job. What you were just saying is, yeah. And yes, Kill Tony in the chat. Kill Tony isn't live per se. I mean, it's live, but like the episode you're watching isn't live. So they have backed up episodes because they do travel in other places, certain places with the show. And so what's happened since Kill Tony? You've been do you feel like that has helped with more spots, or the same, or what can you say? You got a big joke book too.
Yeah, and it helped. I got a few spots out of it, but I think the biggest benefit that I got out of it is I ended up getting as part of a production team. This company called Cage Cat Entertainment, and they put on shows at Vulcan. They put on shows in San Antonio. They put on shows. They're like really expanding the market, and it gave me a lot of opportunity to get consistent, like useful stage time every week.
So this is awesome. Cage Cat. I think I saw on your Instagram too at Vulcan. Awesome. And so that is a one door opens another door. Are you since you've been on, have you continued to go and sign up every week, or have you taken a break?
Initially, I took off. Well, here's another interesting thing. So my episode filmed right before they took a month hiatus from the show
Oh.
because they had so many backlogs. I guess a lot of the staff like does their vacation then, visits family, things like that. So like the other weird thing is I never got to watch my episode in Shakespeare's
Ah.
because they didn't have Kiltony signups at the time.
Ah.
So I was able to like work through a new minute, but I did take like after that, I think the first week off that they came back because I wanted to try to sign up for like the Mothership open mic and the Sunset Strip open mic and try to like make ends that way and not just be like the Kill Tony comic, you know?
Okay, so what do they let you know? So for people who are traveling out of town, like myself, right, that wants to go back down to Austin before the end of the year, which I don't know if will happen. Um, how do they let you know that they're out of town? How does that? I can't remember. I think I looked at the calendar with the shows, right? How do they let you know that they're not going to be filming if you're coming, if you want to sign up at the show and you're coming from out of town?
Well, I tell people the best gauge to look at is the Mothership website because they do list all the Kill Tony shows on there.
Yeah.
You can see like there are gaps where some weeks they don't have it. It's very few and far between, but yeah, that's usually the best source that like I know comedians in the scene use to know, oh, we don't have Kill Tony today.
So that's what I used originally, and then now I'm thinking back. I'm like, wow, imagine if you went there and they was like, oh, we're not here for another 5 weeks. Oh my goodness. So yes, Okie Grower is asking if you got spots from Kill Tony's set. You did say yes, but one of the biggest thing was working with it's Cage Cat Productions.
Yeah, Cage Cat Entertainment.
Cage Cat Entertainment, sorry. And then we had another question. Oh no, that was it. Oh yeah, so the MSG show is not streamed on Netflix. This one was streamed on Tony's actual own streaming platform. My boyfriend actually got it. He actually got me the Supercast to watch these back to just study the show even more. So so all right, now what's next? What are you planning on doing? Now you've been there for a year, so what do you hope? And you've gotten on Kill Tony within that year being Austin. I feel like you've done a lot. What is your hopes for the next year to come?
So with this with Cage Cat, I'm really trying to take on a larger role, and the CEO Tyler Cull, he's also a great comedian, and you probably know him if you saw him just from watching Kill Tony. He was the guy with the Gabagool shirt with Shane Gillis and the tight chain. Pretty memorable guy. Yeah, so we're trying to work as a collective to expand markets. So we're starting in San Antonio and Houston soon, and I'm kind of trying to take on a bigger role with that. So I'm going to try to do some like talent acquisition for those markets.
Well, if you need a Jersey woman, I can't say girl anymore because I'm 44. I'm a woman, I think. I'm right here for you. I feel like now that's actually bringing it to the
I
point.
appreciate that.
No, of course. And is your girlfriend is not in comedy or she is in comedy? I think
She's not. She's not in comedy.
How does she feel about watching you on Kill Tony and the comedy business in general?
She's super supportive of it. She's actually one of the like she is the first person who's like, you should really try it out doing it yourself, because I was very obsessed with watching comedy a lot. And she's like, you're naturally funny. Just try it out. Like, you don't have to try to be great all of a sudden, you know? And
Yeah.
so she's been super supportive of me.
Oh, I love that. Same with my boyfriend. I feel like you need a partner that really supports the journey. It's a different kind of a job, you know. It's not like you're going to an office job. It's a hustle. It's a grind. It's. I believe, and with anything that you love to do, if you fully love to do it, whether it's comedy or being a doctor or being an entrepreneur, and I do believe being a Canadian is being an entrepreneur for yourself, right? You're your own business. You have to fully immerse yourself in it at all times. So I also on my streams I embedded a lot of this in here, and I want to get better. So my chat thinks that this is where the masochism comes in. They think they're funnier at writing jokes than I am. So start putting the jokes in that you were telling me earlier. They think they can write my one-liner for tonight. I'm performing at St. Mark's in East Village. So we're going to ask GPow if he thinks some of the jokes are funny. Well, while we're waiting for that, is there any like inside information you would give to somebody trying for Kill Tony? Like, for example, when you see people who are no experience as a comic, oh, we have a question. Would he advise up-and-comer comics to move to Austin?
That's a tough one. If I have to choose, I think, yeah, it would be a good move, just because the amount of work you can get in one trip. You know, 6th Street has tons of different comedy venues where you're able to get your reps in and stuff like that, and the community is very very good with that.
Yes.
And also, I think a good thing about Austin compared to New Jersey is Austin just has like way more steps in the ladder to be able to like hash out your career, where I feel like New Jersey, New York, it's either you're a decent New Jersey comic, but you can't quite get into New York, or like you're a good New Jersey comic and you're like to make ends.
That is something I was just talking about this morning a little bit. Is like you got to make, like, where do you fit in? Like, are you in the comics? We're in the North Jersey scene. Like, I hung out at the dojo last night, right? And it's like, do I go to the hangout at the dojo or do I go to the mic? And I was like, no, hang out at the dojo is really where I want to be. Like, getting the reps in is important, but you have to decide. And also, the city is another beast, right? Because if you're coming in from Jersey, you're paying more money, you're budgeting you're budgeting it for mics. If you're getting a spot, do you do mics before? You have to really balance it out. So I agree with you on that. If you're up and coming, I would suggest moving somewhere where it's more affordable and you can get as much stage time as possible. And Austin is that, I believe. All right, I have saved the jokes, Okie Grower, on my thing. This was somebody, we're going to ask GPow what he thinks of these, and then we're going to ask him about his writing process. So we got eProfit5 says, this would be my opening joke. My dating profile says high maintenance blonde. My marital status says cash only settlement. And my zip code says crying into a $19 bodega chopped cheese. That's one of the opening lines. The other one is, I was skinny and popular, so I got picked a lot. Turns out being pretty doesn't help deflect dodgeballs. In a good way. This is what the chat's writing. Which one would you choose?
I'd probably choose the second one. It seems a little bit more easily to understand, I guess, for like the general public. Because I think with comedy, you have to assume everybody's adult, like they don't know anything.
You're right.
Like it's got to be something simple.
Well, I'm apparently also reciting it wrong, but Okie Grower, you got the win on that one. I said that since I'm going to be in the East Village, I should say there's more Ukrainians in the East Village than there are in Ukraine today. But that's maybe a little difficult considering the war.
Yeah, that's put your toe in the water.
You know, it's tricky in New York because you don't know what you can or can't say with certain crowds, and you don't want to get people offended, but at the same time, it's comedy, you know?
Yeah.
So All right, what is your take on your writing process? Do you write in the morning? Do you write at night? Do you write? You have a specific writing time?
I mean, I write every day in some sort of capacity. I mean, I have the notes app on my phone.
Yeah.
That's big on like just loading in the premises as they come to me. Um, so I work at Trader Joe's and they give us an hour break. So I literally go to the Starbucks next door and I write for an hour straight on my lunch break every day. Um, but then I also come home and I'm constantly trying to like work new premises, work new angles. Like this is where I have like on my laptops where I have all my info, like all my jokes loaded in pretty much.
I love that.
I try to mix it up too. I do like handwriting for some, and then I like try to type it to try to like make sure it makes sense. Um, and even like days I'm not motivated to write, I make sure that I'm still like getting the wheels moving in some sort of way, whether it's like looking at old jokes or like I've been in this big habit lately of looking at jokes I did in New Jersey and see how they would translate in Texas, and just understanding like what are things that are more universal compared to like specific to where I was.
I mean, I love that. And I love that you do. I'm putting in the chat. This is why it's messing up our screen. Oh, I'm trying to at least. Let me not do that. I wanted you to see the stream because they were asking me so that you could see the stream, but I'm gonna wait on that because it's gonna mess up the picture. They want to know if you smoke weed. I think there's a little delay for some reason, but did you hear what I said? Do you smoke weed? The chat wants to know.
I do not. I had
Neither.
horrible reactions to weed when I was in my early.
I don't smoke either. I don't smoke either. I'm a square peg that has a big round head. That's me. I can't smoke weed. I don't want to. I like to drink, but like even drinking gets me like I get too tired and I'm not able to focus as much in the morning and write. But I love the note app thing. That's been a consistent theme with comics of interviews that they say writing in the notes app. When I'm running, I'll think of a premise or I'll think of something it hits and then I'll put it in. Um, I need to speak it out. Like I need to rehearse it. That's the kind of person I feel like I am. I can't just sit and write, you know? What is it? Okay, so
Yeah, I'm definitely a right first person. I know it's like different.
great. All right, so if you could open for anybody, who would you open for? Out of all of the famous comics, all of the people, I would say living first, and then we could say living or dead. But I'd say a living comic. Who would you open for?
Dave Attell,
Yes,
100%
David.
of the time.
Love it. Have you got to meet him?
He's so good. I met him a few times, yeah, just because I used to go to the cellar somewhat often, and he's one of the most personable guys ever. He's just out on the stoop smoking a cig. Hey, how you doing?
Love it. He was at the Madison Square Garden the second night. It was really cool. He was there the second night. Yeah. All right, and then what would be your dream venue to perform at? If you had to pick any venue, I mean, from small to large venue to perform in a special, what would it be in? Which venue?
The Comedy Cellar for sure.
Nice.
That's like the literally like I have dreams about that room, how dingy it is, like how you have a 180 view of the stage. It's like built into the walls almost.
It is. The cellar is a significant landmark in the comedy world. Not only and also for comedians, it's a rite of passage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're it is right. Like if you get past the cellar, you feel like okay, I've made a dent in my career of like getting past there or at the store, you know. Where do you? Okay, so let's first
Yeah, you're
plug
definitely worth noticing. That's for
100%. Where can we find? So, what do you want to plug and anything you want to put in here? We're going to start say now before we do our rapid fire at our end of our interview.
So if you guys follow Cage Cat Entertainment on Instagram, that's been where I've been putting in a lot of my time. And I've just been doing shows around Austin, and I did my first headlining gig down here in Corpus Christi, so that was really cool. But yeah, I'm pretty much headlong in with Cage Cat Entertainment, and you can follow my personal Instagram too, GPow Comedy. I put everything, all my shows on there as well.
I have a Facebook for Cage Cat, but I'm going to get the Instagram too. We have up here. And all right.
Yeah, let me look it up, bro.
Yeah. Anybody in the chat? We got I can't have him pull up the chat for some reason. It's taking so long to put it in my Google Meet chat. All right, you want coffee or a tea? We drink coffee on this stream. Our coffee or a tea?
I got coffee in the cup today.
Yeah. Wine or beer?
Mixed drinks. No, if I had to, it'd probably be beer.
Okay. Now, and we already said you don't smoke weed. Now, cigarette or vape or none?
None.
Yes. All right, and finally,
I'm trying to add you.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so and our last one is, what would you say is a product or experience you would want to be the face of if you were like, if you made it to the point where you're like Kevin Hart is on every single, like he's on Chase, he's on DraftKings. What product, or again, it could be like an experience, would you want to be the face of with GPow? Mine would be Cafe Bustelo.
Oh yeah. A
big Bustelo drinker.
I mean, being at a Wheaties box would be fun. Not for athletics, but just me with a microphone.
Yeah. So Nintendo Wii. That would be.
Oh, Wheaties,
Oh,
the
Wheaties.
cereal.
Wait, do they make Wheaties anymore?
I don't know. I don't even eat cereal. I just want to be on the box.
No, because they used to have the athletes on there, and now I feel like I haven't seen Wheaties in so long. I would love that. That would be amazing. Well, we'll think of a GPow cereal. Maybe it should be the name of it, the GPow.
Just shaped like G, all the like oat pieces.
And Trader Joe's could sell it. Or you're the face of Trader Joe's. Fuck that, man. You should do the comic relief of Trader Joe's.
Oh, I don't want to be Trader Joe.
No.
I want to be the face of Montana. That's my goal.
Montana. What was it? I'm sorry, it cut out.
Montana comedy. Like that's where I want to move is eventually is opening a comedy club in Montana. That's my overall goal.
Really? Now why Montana?
I mean, it's been a place ever since I was a kid that I was so interested in, and just like the wide openness of it all and the natural beauty and things like that. And I feel like, especially with a lot of people from California moving to Montana, that they really don't have a comedy scene that it's worth having out there.
Yeah, fun fact, a lot of celebrities have their second homes or homes in Montana. Demi Moore started that trend, I feel like, right? It is a thing. You have been awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to be on my live stream and for sharing your journey with my audience and with myself. And I hope to see you again in Austin or in New York or Jersey and get to work with you. So fingers crossed I can get down there.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I'll get to some spots. Don't you worry.
And we'll do a live in-person stream so we can because you were on my live stream when we were waiting on that line or whatever. That was crazy that day, but it's exciting. Thank you so much, GPow, and congratulations on all your success and continued success.
You got it. Thank you so much. Thank you, chat.
Yay! I'll send you the link when I sign off so you can see it too.
Awesome. I would love that.
Yes, absolutely.
That was fun.
Yes.
I had a good time.
All right. So I will talk to you soon, and thank you again. Bye.
You got it. Anytime. Thank you.
Bye, GPow.
See ya.
Bye. All right, hold on, guys. I'm trying to make it so that you can see me again. Here we go. Okay. Sorry. His computer was, I think, something was slowing it down. Did you notice that? It was like, there was like a delay. It's not I don't know if it was I don't know what's going on with the delay, but that's okay. Cool interview. Thank you guys for tuning in for so long today. We didn't get to 100 likes, so we don't get to the jumping jacks, but maybe tomorrow I'll be on with Little Mo Mozzarella. Very excited. Love you.